Social media management is notorious for being high pressure, competitive, and changing literally every day, which is why it isn't surprising that most social media managers get burned out within the first 2 years. So how do you keep going? How do you stay up with the latest updates, protect your mental health, and build a successful social media management business that supports your lifestyle goals? Whether that's working from home with your kiddos or jet setting around the world, that's what this show is all about. Welcome to Social Media Manager Confidential. I'm Shantae Gorman, founder of a 6-figure social media management agency and mentor to social media managers. And I'm here to dish on the ins and outs of the social media management world without any of the gatekeeping that can come along with it. You'll learn, you'll laugh, and you'll leave each episode inspired. Let's dive into today's episode. Hey there, welcome back to another episode of Social Media Manager Confidential. If this is your first episode, a special welcome and shout out to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if this is not your first episode and you're coming back every single week, thank you so much for being here and letting me know what you love about the show. I'm really excited to dive into today's topic, all about how to optimize your client's social media content for SEO to help it get seen. Heads up that you're definitely going to want to take notes on this one. Let's dive in. Okay, so before I start off, let's make a couple things clear. SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization, and it's becoming more and more of a priority with every single social media platform. This, paired with keyword recognition technology, is how the algorithms determine what your content is about, who you are, and who would be interested in your content. Traditional SEO refers to ranking in search engines like Google, for example, and includes a lot more than just keywords. So when it comes to social media, keywords are the terms that people search for most frequently. And when you use these keywords in your content, you're increasing your chances of the algorithm showing your content to people who are interested in these specific keywords. The algorithms on every platform are always evolving based on data and how we use them, but we're seeing more and more emphasis on saying keywords in your videos when you're speaking, including them in text on screen, sticking them in your caption, and inside your hashtags for the platforms that support them. There are different strategies for each platform, so make sure you do your research on the best practices before you start implementing this. Typically, most people don't recommend keyword stuffing, which is when you smash as many keywords as possible together where it gets to the point that it reads really unnaturally and looks like spam. I'm going to slide right in here and interrupt for just a moment to let you know that you are personally invited to join the Sugar Punch community for social media managers. Inside this community, social media managers like you come together to meet and support one another, get answers to burning questions, and build a thriving social media management business. It's 100% free, plus you'll get access to exclusive trainings and resources, be invited to special events, participate in fun challenges, get added to our social media manager directory, and more. Create your free account by going to community.sugarpunchmarketing.com. I'll link it in the show notes for you. See you inside. Now back to today's episode. In order to be able to implement keywords in your content, you need to know which ones you should be using. So here's how to get started. Step 1. Write a list of the different topics that your client's social media typically covers. As an example, for my luxury interior design client, I wrote out interior designer, luxury spaces, and the city where they're located. Step 2. You know in Google search bar when you start typing something and it tries to autocomplete or guess what you're going to say? This is it filling in the most searched terms that are relevant to what you're typing. You can use this to your advantage and type out different terms, frequently asked questions, and topic ideas in the search bar to see what Google suggests. While this is what people on Google search for, it can really help you narrow down the biggest burning questions that your client's target audience might have. Now, since my client is a service provider, the biggest search terms that came up were interior designer in their city and home interior in their city. Now, step 3. Next, you take the same concept and apply it to the specific platforms that you're posting on. Use your original topics and keywords you've just collected from step 1 and step 2 and type them one by one into the search bar. It will try to auto-complete and suggest related topics that are highly searched terms for that specific platform. So if I search interior designer in city on TikTok, I see a ton of other suggestions pop up, like interior designer Florida for hire, interior designer South Florida, reasons to hire an interior designer, and luxury interior designer in Florida. Those are the keywords that I'm going to try to use in my clients' videos, in their captions, in the hashtags. And when you tap on these specific searches, you can go even further and see a list of the top pieces of content that the algorithm believes fits these keywords. You can see what keywords they're using and make a note of them and add those to your research list. Now, when it comes time to create content, reference these lists. I find it helpful to use them to inspire content topics. Then I step away and create the content. And then when I'm done, I reference the list again to see what other keywords would make sense to plug in. Now, I'm going to warn you, this research could take you days to complete, like literally. So make sure to limit yourself, set a timer, and pair up with a buddy who can keep you from falling down the research rabbit hole. And I'm speaking from experience here. Have fun doing your research. If you have any friends who are struggling with creating content that ranks, share the link to this episode with them and help them out. And if you're not already subscribed to this podcast, make sure you hit the follow button or the plus button in Apple Podcasts. You can get brand new episodes delivered straight to your podcast app every Friday. Thank you so much for listening. I'll catch you next time. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode. Learn more about my digital template shop, online courses, and mentorship program by going to my website at sugarpunchmarketing.com. And while you're there, make sure you join my safe, supportive community created exclusively for social media managers. It's 100% free to join and packed with really amazing resources, trainings, and people. See you next time.